bad kid, a really bad kid. You are a bad kid, you're such a bad kid. You are a bad kid, a really bad kid. You are a bad kid, you're such a bad kid. You are a bad kid, a really bad kid. You are a bad kid, you're such a bad kid. You are a bad kid, a really bad kid. Your mom must be so mad at you. Are a bad kid, a really bad kid. You are a bad kid, you're such a bad kid. You are a bad kid, a really bad kid. Your mom must be so mad at you 'cause you're a bad kid.
Okay, so we're back at the Hayena Gallery, which has become to be known as the unofficial West Coast headquarters for America's Bad Kids. And with me is horror artist Darren Frydendall. And 30 Days of Night creator Steve Niles.
Thanks.
What are some of your favorite horror comics from any time?
Of course, I love the 70s, horror comics.
You would have horror comics from like Marvel, which were more accessible, like Werewolf at Night and stuff like that.
Yeah, Werewolf by Night, Frankenstein.
Yeah, and you're just like...
Tomb of Dracula, though.
Tomb of Dracula was pretty good.
Gene
That
Colan.
was pretty good, but it's like...
Especially magazine.
There wasn't the rawness that the Bernie Wrightson stuff had. And I was just like, oh my god. Like, when I first saw his first zombie that he... I was like, this is awesome.
That's what was so funny. When I started working with Bernie Wrightson, he came to my house, I showed him all my books that I had him sign. And he's like, I don't, I was like, I never said a word. I was one of those kids.
Or a lot of comic stuff out there now, it's as far as zombies and stuff like that goes. It's very George Romero-y, but like, he does zombie stuff that's like completely not like that.
Yeah.
The other pre-code comics put out by Harvey, like Black Cat Mystery, had the most unbelievable. Those were the ones that had the most unbelievable gore. The cover with the foot being gnawed by rats down to the bone, while he's like strapped down. That's the cover. I mean, it was disgusting. But they never got in any trouble. Have you seen Welcome to Hoxford?
No.
Ben Templesman's?
No.
Good Lord, it's crazy violent. I really love it. No, I'll read anything Kirkman does, but
Walking Dead is awesome.
I can't believe that's not a TV show.
That's what I'm saying.
On
It's just
HBO,
they're doing all of
boot True Blood off.
Yeah.
Put Walking Dead.
Exactly.
Sorry, Dan.
Wait, do you really like True Blood?
He wrote I'm happy because I love True Blood.
I'm happy. And then I get a thing from Bill, and it just says, bag.
I just did do a Marvel thing. They let me do an 8-page Hulk meets the Werewolf by Night for the first time. And the best part of it is I got to do it at 1 page with 2 transformations. Because it's basically the Russell character hires Banner, who's woke up with just his purple pants on and no wallet again. Needs to earn bus money back. And he hires him. He just says, I just need you to keep an eye on me. And I'm in a cage. And then he gets in a cage, he's like, what am I in for here, And he transforms, Banner gets too close, and then he turns into the Hulk, and then it just is mayhem. And it's just mayhem, this little, werewolf against this gigantic Hulk, and it's a great fight.
That sounds awesome. So I know you always wanted to do the Hulk.
Yeah, I always thought they think I'll make him biting people's heads off, Hulk, Hulk head crunch. I think because of what I do, people don't realize the respect I have for these characters, and that's what's so great about Batman. Luckily that's the one DC character I read when I was a kid, but I have nothing but respect for that character. And the same, I grew up on all the Marvel stuff. I'd love to get a shot at it. And they let me do that Monsters on the Loose thing with Duncan Fagredo, where I did the Hulk and the Thing and the original Beast and Giant Man against all of the pre-hero monsters. Because it was remember, it was Amazing Fantasy 14 was monsters, Amazing Fantasy 15 was Spider-Man, and you never saw the monsters again.
Yeah.
So I wrote a story about how the Collector had them all.
Oh, okay.
And he gets in a fight with the Mole Man, who's jealous. And the monsters all escape. Of course, they do a beeline for New York. And only the Hulk and Thing are in New York at the time, and blah, blah, blah. So fun.
Well, I'm gonna throw out some names, and you guys can tell me what you guys think of these guys. So.
Jackass.
Bang! Okay, so all right, so I'll start. In that case, I'll start with Eric Powell.
Oh, he's rad.
wow.
Yeah,
I actually talked to him today.
Oh.
We're doing something this summer.
Awesome! Wow.
He and I are teaming
Okay.
up. It's just gonna be probably a one-shot, like a 22-page thing, probably for a major character, but we're doing something together.
Probably for a major character.
Yeah.
Wow. Well, he promised me that he'd come on.
I've known Eric. I met him on eBay. At the time I was working for Todd McFarlane, I was gonna do a book on his character Cygor, and it just didn't happen. And then I'm on eBay and I see this great drawing of Cygor. It's this dude, Eric Powell. We started talking back and forth. Immediately got along. We were like, nobody will hire us. He's like, Dark Horse won't hire me, Marvel, DC, nothing. We couldn't get hired. So we came up with a Defenders pitch, and they turned us down. But we've been really good friends ever since. And in one of his sketchbooks, I think it's the second one. You're looking at. There's the Defenders piece that he came up with.
Another guy, Steve Bissett.
Oh,
Oh my God, yeah.
I love Steve Bissett. When I first started out and when I had the company Arcane and I had the rights to like some of the Clive Barker stuff, Bissett was going to do Rawhead Rex. That was when then Eclipse wound up taking over. And I don't know what happened to that, but yeah, I've been friends with Steve for a long time.
I would love, Swamp Thing stuff.
Yeah, Swamp Thing's
Jesus
with Al Moore.
I'd
Christ.
love to see him.
Yeah.
What's cool about the horror scene or whatever, there's so many good artists there.
We have weekly Scrabble night with Bernie and his wife. Me and Bernie just go at it, and I'm just, every once in a while I'm just sitting here just like, how the hell did I get here? How the hell did I get from like a 6-year-old kid, looking at his artwork to now like 43 years old playing Scrabble and doing comics with him? It's kind of,
It's kind of rad.
Pretty awesome.
unbelievable. Yeah, no.
So that's it with Steve Niles and Darren Frydendall. These are the guys who do the comics that the bad kids like.
Without
Keep on telling yourself that you got it under control. Baby, your lies while you empty your soul.
Oh, hello. I hope you enjoyed our Halloween special with Darren Frydendall and Steve Niles. Check back to americasbadkids.com to see the rest of that interview. And whatever you do, don't miss the world premiere of Cottonmouth at cottonmouth.tv this Halloween Eve at midnight. And the week before Election Day, go to americasbadkids.com to see my election special with Guar.